Welcome to the City Current Show. I'm your host, Jeremy Park. We're always honored to bring you inspiring stories of individuals and organizations making a difference and powering the good. And we're honored to kick it off with Pathway Lending. We're joined by Thomas Sheffield. He's the director of the Nashville Opportunity Fund with Pathway Lending. How are you doing?
I am doing so good, it almost hurts.
Well, we get to talk about how you're lifting and helping small businesses and veterans and so much more. But let's start with a little bit about Pathway Lending. Give us some context.
Okay, basically, Pathway Lending is a nonprofit lender, and we're known as a community development financial institution, which is commonly known as a CDFI. But that just means that we approach lending a little bit differently so, we can reach all corners of our community. Our mission, of course, is, to be more than just a lender. Whether our clients are small or just need capital to grow their businesses or just to educate them. We offer a wide range of products, not just lending, but educational products, which help small businesses to overcome any obstacles they may have and to add value to our community.
When you talk about the differentiation of being a nonprofit and specifically focused on helping to lift the community, especially around education, I think that's something that does make you unique. Talk about some of those elements that really do differentiate and make you very unique.
That's a good question. We do things a little bit different where I hate to say it, but we're more like a hand-holding type of agency that can help businesses step by step to create an infrastructure or to create a way of doing things that's more sustainable and which allow them to keep a competitive advantage. But at the same time, small businesses are really considered the backbone of all communities. So we want to make sure that we can do what we can to firm up that backbone, the basic business skills the small business community can really use to raise the standard for the whole community, not just for that business.
When you talk about some of the different programs and main pieces, you have things like obviously small business loans, energy efficient loans. You have a veterans business outreach center we'll talk about. You also have a women's business center. Give us some of the teasers, if you will, on multifamily, energy efficient, small business loans. How does that magic work?
Well, it's almost to the point where there are so many, the need is great, right? And a lot of small businesses need leadership and need to understand how they can obtain their goals. So with small business lending, companies may need capital to hire somebody or to make infrastructure improvements or whatever they need, or even with affordable housing. Housing is a big issue pretty much in all the communities, finding somewhere affordable to live. So if we can help people to generate those types of facilities, help people to live in, or to help them to grow their small business, or to be, I hate to overuse the word, but sustainable, where they can continue to thrive and build a legacy. That's kind of what we're trying to do. And one of the things I love about Pathway is we reach people where they are. So no matter what stage of the game you're in, we should be able to, and we want to be able to help you.
Let's dive in on the Veterans Business Outreach Center. This carries you even beyond the state of Tennessee. Go ahead and dive into some of those details on how you're helping veterans.
Well, in the Veterans Outreach Center, we're in the proximity where we're close to Fort Campbell, and a lot of times the veterans that come back from serving our country, they have a hard time starting their own business or trying to figure out what endeavor they want to start on. So we have a team that is familiar with veterans. They know pretty much how veterans think. They understand what their needs are, and they can help them to understand what's available and how to create businesses of their own in a sustainable way. So we're open to helping all veterans try to find a better way to operate their businesses.
When you look at a veteran and, both starting and growing a business, paint the picture of kind of what that looks like in terms of working with you all, and especially around that education component. Go ahead and, give us a little bit more of an elaboration on where it starts and how it carries forward.
If we find that a veteran needs help or they have an idea that they want to start a business or want to help their community, then what we'll do is we evaluate where they are, what they need in order to succeed, and try to guide them and coach them in a way that will help them to reach the goal. So they would come to us with an idea. We have counselors that will help them to coach them. The thing that most people think is that it's wham bam, it's a quick fix, if you will. But no, I mean, you have to have patience. It's a step-by-step methodical way to do things. We have a boots to business, and everyone on base can have access to it, where they're coached and developed into whatever their business needs to be.
Carry that forward into working with women business owners. You have a women's business center, and so talk about kind of that parlay over to helping women.
One of the largest growing segments of the business community is women-owned businesses. Women are the biggest entrepreneurs, and they're the ones that are willing to take a chance and be their own boss and take care of their families through their businesses. So there are plenty of opportunities for women to learn and grow with us as well. We have an outreach staff that reaches out to businesses owned by women and offers them education as well as coaching to enhance their businesses that they have. But women play a vital role in the business community.
For you, being director of the Nashville Opportunity Fund, go ahead and talk about what the Nashville Opportunity Fund is and give us a little background on that.
Back in February, Metro government received money from the COVID Relief Fund, and $18 million were bequeathed to Pathway. $9 million of that was to go to small business loans, and $9 million were to go to small business grants. We started the grant program on June 29th, and it lasted through July 31st. During that time, we took requests for over 1,400 grant recipients. Of those 1,400, we were able to grant about 461 grants to these businesses in Davidson County, Nashville. So the average grant was about $17,500. And businesses could use that. We would hope that they would use it for refueling. But a lot of people were just using it just to try to catch up, make ends meet. I think it actually was more like 468 grants were given. But these businesses, all kinds of different businesses, from hairdressers to accountants to architects to drivers. I mean, there were so many different businesses that needed help. And, if you can imagine 1,400 applications to come in, but you're only able to fund 468, then there was, about 900 people or 900 businesses that were not funded. And that just underscores the need of funding for so many more businesses, and so many more businesses actually need our help. So it's just amazing, the trials that people have gone through since COVID had started. And I'm truly amazed by some of these businesses that they're still in business based upon the information we've received from them. So it's a really exciting program. It's adding value to all kinds of businesses in Davidson County. And we continue to do that with the loan program. So we also have $9 million in loans that are still available. These are low interest loans. They are 2% interest for these loans. And applicants can get anywhere between $10,000 and $200,000 in the loan. It does depend upon your gross receipts for the year. You can get up to 20% of your gross receipts in loans. And that's low interest loans with the Fed constantly raising the interest rate. 2% is really hard to beat. So we're really excited about that and getting that off the ground and getting that money out the door.
Absolutely. You mentioned some of the criteria, but give us some of the other things that they need to be aware of in terms of the criteria and being able to apply for loans.
So they're basically about 4 or 5 different things. The main thing is you have to be in business, continuously in business since September 30th of 2019. The second thing, your business has to be located in Davidson County. Okay. Those are 2 of the most important things when it comes to granting these loans. Now, we also do look at the credit score, which is a minimum credit score of 600. So we do look at pull your personal credit to make sure that you're can qualify. And there are some required documents that are needed in order to secure the loan. Probably one of the biggest obstacles that many people are having is that you have to have your 2020 and 2021 taxes filed. That's probably one of the biggest obstacles that I'm seeing, that many people have filed extensions or not even ready to receive or ready to get those taxes done. But you have to have the 2020 and 2021 of your personal and your business taxes. And then we also would need to know, you have to have a license from the state of Tennessee, registration with the state of Tennessee, or a license from Davidson County in order to receive the funds. But that licensure allows us the proof of your existence since September of 2019. Those are the basic things. There's a few other things that that we would need: the personal financial statement, your debt schedule, a profit and loss statement, that kind of thing. But some of those things are not readily available. However, there is good news. We are working with 7 different nonprofit partners here in Davidson County that can provide technical assistance to help you to get your information to our website. And let me give you the website. I know I'm talking a lot through here, but if you go to pathwaylending.org/Nashville, you will see the requirements. There will be a toolkit to explain to you what you need. There's also a video that we have prepared to help you to get what you need. And again, we would like to refer all of our friends to our nonprofit partners who are familiar with the program and are capable of helping you to get your documentation together to submit to us.
When you look at the loan and what it's perfect for, give us some ideas of ways that businesses can leverage this loan for success.
There's so many different ways that you can use it. You can purchase a vehicle to help with deliveries. We've had loan applicants use the loan money for expansion of the facility. We've had loan recipients to use it to pay off some of their debt so that they can use the rest of the money or use their money to invest in other ways. What I would like to see more people use is on their infrastructure. And by that, I mean with their accounting systems or with their delivery systems or just helping them to develop some sort of way in order to use the money to make more money, not just to pay off old debt. We want them to use it for something in the future.
What makes you happy when you look at the grants and that side, the loans and this side, but being able to pour in and help small businesses, which then in turn spur on growth in the economy? So what puts a smile on your face when you look at your role in being able to help lift the community?
All of it. It's just really exciting to see, you hear the stories, you meet the people, you see how you can help them and what the good that they're doing. They're hiring people, they're buying more products, they're selling more, they're working more efficiently, they're doing things that they could never do before. I had a young lady who was interested in buying equipment to help her with her embroidery business. Instead of them doing it the long, hard way, they're able to do something more efficient, get more products out the door, which is so exciting. It's so cool to see that. And then, you meet these people and they're, like I said, they're in pretty bad shape, but just to have a chance to get something to help them to get back on their feet and just to see their faces, like, thank goodness somebody's there. or somebody believes in us to invest in us that can help us to grow our business and keep us in business. That's just truly exciting.
You've mentioned it already, but you never can mention it enough. Go ahead and mention the website and how we can get in touch and learn more about Pathway Lending.
Please go to www.pathwaylending.org/Nashville. Now, the funds for this loan, the loan money that we have left, it's $9 million, and it will not always be there. So it's first come, first serve with the loan. So we want to make sure that if you have a need and you do qualify, that you go ahead and apply for it, because I don't think you'll ever find any loans, with this low of an interest rate, at least not in the near future. So we want you to go ahead and make sure that you apply. And if you're not ready, get ready, and if you need help getting ready, please check the check the link, or even, like I said, check with one of our nonprofit partners. But we're excited to help you. We're excited, that's our mission, is to help small businesses and grow communities. So we're really excited about this opportunity and want people to take advantage of this with us as much as possible.
Absolutely. Thomas Sheffield, Director of the Nashville Opportunity Fund with Pathway Lending. Thank you for all you and your team do. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us. I mean, we're excited and really excited about what you all do too. So you all, thank you so much.